Hi, today I will talk about my empties and how I replace them. Although this is empties from last 3 months, January to March, actually I don't have much item and they are all skincare and body care and no makeup. I think it's because end of last year I tried really hard to empty all my old makeup products, which was quite successful. So after that, I didn't have any makeup products to empty. So the first product I emptied is my toning lotion. As I mentioned in my last empties video, this is not the green one, which I used to have, but yellow one, hydrating toning lotion. This is one of their new launch, which I introduced in another video. And as I mentioned in that video, ideally I would have needed for 2 different toning lotion for my dry part and oily part. So I wanted to try to combine both of them. So I bought this green one before I ran out of this. And for a certain time I used both of them. This is purifying toning lotion for combination to oily skin. So I actually applied this yellow one on my dry area and this green one for my T-zone. Although I had good feeling about this, it was pretty much hassle to use both of them. And I also thought it's quite a waste of product. Although when I don't use this for my whole face, I need to pick out same amount. So at the end, I ended up with twice amount as usual. Then I also tried to use this hydrating one in the morning and purifying one in the night, because there I'm also removing my makeup. That actually worked also quite nicely. But I think I will just stay with only one toning lotion, this purifying one, because this is the last step of my cleansing procedure. And in that case, I think I can use purifying version. Not much worrying about dryness, because I am going to moisturize afterwards with my serum and moisturizer. So I just decided to stay with my trusty green toning lotion. And it took 3 months to use up this toning lotion. And the next item I emptied is Estee Lauder Eye Serum. If you remember from my last empties video, there I ran out of my deluxe sample of Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Eye, which I really love. And then I had to go back to my eye serum, which I liked less. And I finally used it up after 9 months. Then I was able to purchase this Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Eye Supercharged Complex in full size. This is first time I purchased this product in full size. So I came back to my dream combination of eye care, Advanced Night Repair Eye, Supercharged Complex, and Estee Lauder Resilience Multi-Effect, as I showed in my eye cream video. And the next product is this deluxe sample from Bobbi Brown. This is called Extra Eye Repair Cream. I think I mentioned about this in my second empties video, that I have got some wrinkles on one side of my eyes while I was using this. And I really didn't know what to do with this. I had another jar that I gave to someone else. But this one I started already. I couldn't give anyone. And it was lying around quite a long time on my dressing table. And one day I had an idea to use this as a cuticle cream because it's an eye cream. It's quite a strong moisturizer in any case. So I just applied it sometimes on my cuticle. And finally I was then able to empty this after 9 months. And the next item I emptied is my day cream from Clarins. I had that for 6 months, which is quite normal time. But I didn't buy immediately the replacement because I had few sample day creams to use up, or that I wanted to use up. One of them was from Givenchy, which I didn't really like. And the next one is this Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. When I showed you my highlighting powder from Bobbi Brown, I mentioned that was free gift. And that was not only gift at that time, they also gave this as well. As you could see, it is a full-sized one. If you remember from my other MT's video, I didn't like this product very well because it was quite drying. I had a tight feeling when I applied this. And at the end, I even had a suspicion that that one is causing some dry patches on my cheeks. If you remember my second MT's video, I mentioned about this dry patch, which I thought at that time caused by dry weather. At that time, it was also April that happened. Now, end of March, I tried this and I got exactly same dry patch again. So it was more or less confirmed that it was really caused by this. But I'm also thinking it's sort of unfair that I try this every time when the weather is most dry. So I actually don't know what to do with this. Although I got it for free, I know this product is quite expensive. So I really want to use this up. At the moment, I'm using the sample of my usual day cream. Exactly the same one. So after I use this up and the weather is no longer so dry, I would love to try this one again. But when I get dry patch again at that time, then I will immediately stop and give it to someone else finally. By the way, probably you guys have noticed I don't really include small samples on my MT's video. I don't add them to my list of cosmetics either, because then it's becoming too many of them. But next item is actually an exception. This is my beloved Clarins Lotus Face Oil. This was also featured in my Clarins video. And I think I mentioned it in another MT's video. This is just 2 milliliter bottle, but I need just 1 drop per day on my nose before I go to bed. And it takes so long to use this up. So last one I used up after 7 months, and one before it took 9 months. So I really can't afford to purchase the full-sized one. So in the beginning I didn't include this on my list. But one time I thought, I really want to see how long does it take to use this up, because it seems like to take ages. So this is an exception that I'm including on my list. So moving on to body care products. I know this was included in my last MT's video as well. This is Clarins Tonic Treatment Oil, which I apply all over my body. In my last MT's video, I mentioned it took 6 months to use that up because I didn't use it every time during the summer. And the next one was, as I predicted, it was just empty after 3 months. And I am making MT's video every 3 months, so it will appear more or less in every MT's video. As I mentioned in my last MT's as well, it's quite expensive. But I really can't live without this. If you're interested in using this, but this is too pricey for you, then maybe you can apply only those areas which you need, where you have stretch marks or where you feel like your skin is not very tight. You don't really need to apply it everywhere. And next product is my hand cream, Clarins Hand and Nail Treatment Cream. I had to replace it after 13 months, so it lasts quite long. I don't need hand cream all over the year. In summer, actually, my hands are not dry at all. I don't really feel any need to apply hand cream. I basically notice no difference when I applied hand cream or not. I just try to apply every time before I go to bed on my hands. But in winter and also when it's very dry like now, then I need to apply hand cream repeatedly during the day. So this is a product which I just apply as I need. I actually do have one new makeup product. This is Blink Tubing Mascara. I actually received it from them to test. So my next video will be about this mascara. So please stay tuned. So that was it for today. It was a quick update of my skincare and body care products. Thanks a lot for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye!